Are you available? Stabrak Sami.
Yes, 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 Dr.
Yes,
Omar.
Stabrak. We want just to have your own essay. Your own essay. I want you just to have it with you. Stabrak Sami. نعمة.
Yeah. Yes, yes.
Yes. I believe that you can see the screen, Stabrak. Now your essay is available.
Okay.
Can you see it, Stabrak? Can you see it on the
Yes,
screen? Yes.
yes,
Please
yes, yes.
start reading. Start reading.
Achieve dream riding a bicycle. I shall never
Yeah.
forget the first time I tried to ride a bicycle. It was a very big one. I remember far too big for me, but I wanted to be
Yes.
very small and nothing could stop me. I wheeled it top of a hill, and with the help of a friend, got it. In a short time, I was moving slowly down the hill with my hands on the brakes.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, I fell off the back. Thank good I didn't hurt too much, but I went home sad with the tears in my eyes.
Okay.
My back was very beautiful. My dad got me a gift for my sixes. It was a black. It was black. It had tiger dots on it, and it was very were as star day and
What do you
beautiful
mean by
as I
Saturday,
had
as a
hoped.
Saturday? Stabrak. You have the word
Yes,
Saturday. What does this mean?
uh, Saturday.
Yes. Sturdy.
Uh,
This is the word that you use. You don't know, Stabrak? Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead reading. I used to see. Stabrak. I used to see.
I use it to see some friends in our night bus who had a beautiful bike driving in a yard in our area. But I thought it was beautiful, and I wish I could do it a bike. But my parents will tell me I was too young to read. And when I grew up, they would buy my a bike like the kids. When I was 7 and I went to school and my dad went with me on the way and I said when I going to have a bike like the other kids and he said when he succeed I will get uh, you a bike and studied and it worked and my father bought me this beautiful one. After I come home said with some cuts on my feet and hand. I cried when I saw my mother come and hugged me. And she said, "Hey, baby, I fell off the back. I was trying to learn how to read it." Mom wiped my tears and said, "Don't worry, your father will teach you tomorrow after he comes from work." I was thrilled. The next day,
Thrilled. Yes. Yes.
my father
Yes.
and I went to the bike park, and he gave my bicycles for trying. I was trying to learn without feeling. I was looking at my father's, and he was thrilled that I tried to learn.
Mhm.
There were some friends who were making fun of me because I didn't know how to ride bike without feeling. After a month of exercise with his father, and he encouraged some friends, I was able to sail the bike well and quiet. I was joyfully despite a young son, but I had achieved something from my dreams. But I thought that he did not check, but I didn't realize. I learned that I should insist on a dream. If you want to achieve despite all that might get and father people, I am very thankful for my parents because he helped me to learn the book.
Okay. Who is speaking? Who is speaking now? Who is saying that I cannot hear? Zainab Faris. Zainab
Yes,
Faris. Zainab Faris. Just listen. Since we have two links, you cannot hear the students in the other link. Get the point now? You can hear me only. You cannot hear the other students. Zainab, did you understand? Okay. So keep listening to me only. Anyway, Stabrak.
yes,
Stabrak.
yes, Doctor.
Yes, you are with me
Yes,
now.
Doctor, yeah,
Okay. Let me tell you something.
yes,
First of all,
yes,
it is not the idea to make the essay too long. You have to know that there are certain points to consider: unity, coherence. You see now, and
yes,
to keep the idea that we have. We do not have different ideas to put in one essay. So, what I need you just to know, first of all, you chose a paragraph from the book. That is the first paragraph. What do we call this? We call it introductory paragraph. What does this mean? It means that we continue the idea that we have in this paragraph. And we do not include any other ideas that are related to different things. What did you do now, Istabrak? First of all, you ended, by the way, the paragraph ends
yes,
here in what? With my hands on the brakes. This is what is found in the book. Right, Istabrak, or not? Just tell me. Right.
yes,
Here, when we talk about what is found in the book, here it ends with the brakes. What did you do? First of all, you ended the event when you said, unfortunately, I fell off the bike. Thank God I did not hurt too much, but I went home sad with tears in my eyes. This is the end. So we have introduction and then we have the end. No, this is where is the body? Then you shifted to another, let me say, idea. That is, you are describing the bike. It is I mean, preferable to continue the story. That is what. When you said that, we here, I was moving slowly down the hill with my hands on the brake. This sentence should be
yes,
deleted. Unfortunately, I fell off the bike. This should be deleted, and you have to continue the story. What happened when you went slowly down the hill? You have to give details, not one sentence, and then you have to delete. My bike was very beautiful. This is unrelated to the story. You are talking about your way to what? To train riding. Let me say a bike, okay? And you have an event.
yes,
That is, you go down the hill, and you know the meaning of the hill. You get the point now? And then you are going to continue story this okay? And then when you say I used to see some friends, by the way, this is ungrammatical. I used to see some friends in our neighbors of our neighbor. You have to know how to use the preposition. Sabrak. Clear or not? Just tell me.
Yes, yes, Doctor.
Yes, not in
Clear.
our neighbor, of our neighbor. And again, this is not related. So we don't have unity. You see now, you see, you are jumping. First of all, you are talking about an event. And then you jump to describe the bike. And then you go to another idea that you used to, see the neighbors. And this is not related. We are talking about an event. You went with your bike, going down the hill, and what happened then? You have to explain this in the body. Okay, so here I cannot consider the following paragraphs as a body, because each paragraph is what is telling something which is different, not related. So we don't have unity in this case. Okay, and then when we are talking about
Yes.
here, I wish. Yes, please. Yes. Who's talking? We have two links, by the way. Yes, we have two links. You have link 1 and link 2. If you are not able just to do it this way, go to the other link. You have two links, by the way. Okay, I'm going to provide another third link if there is a problem. But I believe the problem is with the students. How comes 30 students are available there? I'm going to arrange for another link just now. There is another link, and the link will be provided, the third link will be provided just now.
Doctor? Doctor, please, if you
Yeah,
may ask.
just wait, please. Just wait, please. I want just to arrange for the third link. Here is the third link. If the first or the second is not working, we have 3 links now. Yes. Now, Stabrak.
Yes, Victoria.
Yes. Anyway, what I need you now, just to consider that you don't have unity in the, let me say, the essay that you have. This is one. Second, you have grammatical mistakes. And let me ask you now about a sentence that you have. Here, I wish I could doubt. What does this mean? I wish I could doubt. Can you see it or not? Just tell me. I wish I could doubt. What does this mean? Here, I used to see some friends in our neighbors, by the way, of our neighbors, who had beautifully bikes driving in a yard in our area, but I thought it was beautiful, and I wish I could doubt a bike. What does it mean, doubt? Stabrak.
Yes, دكتور الصوت ما واضح مدى
What does this mean? Now, is it clear when I speak now? Can you hear me well?
Yes.
I wish I could doubt a bike. What does this mean, Stabrak? Just tell me. Here, You see now? I wish I could doubt a bike. Do you mean I wish I could buy? I wish I could buy, or I wish I could ride? What does this mean? استبرق. استبرق.
دكتور الصوت أبد ما واضح، ده يقطع. يس دكتور وياك، بس الصوت ما واضح، يعني أسمع كلمة
Well,
ما أسمع.
please, other students, دعاء حسن، دعاء حسن، دعاء حسن، دعاء حسن، دعاء حسن علوان. Close your mic. دعاء حسن علوان, close your mic.
أستاذ سدة أنت من يمن.
Anyway, استبرق. What I want you just to know, that your essay has no unity. Your essay has some sort of grammatical mistakes, and we have some sort of jumping in the ideas. There is no unified idea. We don't have transition, and it is not the idea just to have different paragraphs. I said that at least 3 paragraphs, it will be okay when you have one idea. But when you are going to have different ideas, the case will be wrong. Anyway, thanks a lot.
Okay,
now we move to Sajjad Hussein.
ماشي.
Yes. We move to Sajjad Hussein. Sajjad Hussein. Where is Sajjad? Sajjad Hussein. Sajjad Hussein. Anyway, I'm going to show you all what Sajjad did. This is the assignment of Sajjad. Do you think that this is an essay? Anyone can answer me?
No.
This is not essay. I don't know whether the students can read the lecture. I mean, everything is provided to the students. The lecture, the previous lecture is printed, and we have recorded lecture, video, to listen more and more. And do you think that this is the result? What did we say last lecture? Is that an essay? And some students are saying, well, is it possible just to have marks for the assignment, whether wrong or right? How comes? If it is not a good assignment, how can I give it a mark? Is it just to fill a paper and say that this is an assignment? Anyway, this is just to tell students, when you write an assignment, you have to know how to write it. This is not acceptable. We move to Scenario Hussein. Scenario.
Yes, doctor, I just want to say.
Who's that? Who's speaking?
Yes, me.
Yes,
Muhammad Hamid.
Yes.
Yes. If you don't mind, doctor, can I delete my assignment because I sent the wrong one?
Well, Muhammad, let me tell you, I'm giving you a good time, a week. Okay.
Yes.
And you feel that this is not enough just to have modification. You see now, I know that you are a good student. I know that you are, let me say, having something just to modify. I know that you are serious. You see now, but we have to have a rule to follow. What is the rule? When I'm giving you an assignment, I'm giving you a good time, a week. So from
Yes,
now
doctor,
on,
but
you have to know
believe me, there is
that
a lot
this good time should
when
be
as
utilized.
doctor.
No, let me finish my talk. Let me
Yes,
tell you that when we are having a week, what does this mean? And unfortunately, you see now, I'm checking every day the assignment. You know, most of the students are doing the assignment only on Friday or Saturday. What about the other days? You may say
yes,
that you are
doctor.
busy.
Just
You see, you are busy
just
with
in
other
these days
courses,
we
with
have a
other
free
materials.
time.
I know, but you have a complete day. You see now. So what's meant by this? You have to arrange your time. You are a student, and you have to put a timetable for everything. This assignment is
Yes, doctor. We know that,
let me
but
say
we
essay.
arrange.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
doctor. We arrange. Yes, doctor. We arrange our time. We are let me say يعني نخصص احنا بس الايام الجمعه والسبت يعني نراجع محاضره المقاله.
So in this case, you are going to be, let me say, cornered. You know, cornered? It means that everything will be on Friday and Saturday. What does this mean? It means that you don't have time for modification and correction. This is the idea. This is what I mean. But if things will be divided by the days, the whole days of the week, it will be, more suitable than doing these things in one day. This is my point. So you have to arrange your
So
time
yes,
differently.
doctor. I from you previously you said that
Muhammad, be free.
we are
If you want
giving
to
to you two lectures to complete the
be free.
assignment.
Yeah,
Yes.
be free. If you want just to say your idea, whether in Arabic or English, it's okay. But what I need you just to know that what is coming is not just what is left. We have very limited time, and the final examination will be near. It's only,
Yes.
let me say 1 month ahead. What does this mean? It means that we have to be more serious. We have to be, more active rather than the other days. You see now, this is the idea, and
Yes,
you have
doctor.
to know. You have to know the effort that I'm doing. You see now, I'm providing everything, presented lectures. You see now, we have recorded lectures. I spend the total time with you. I'm having additional lectures. You see now, not to lose everything. And what I need is
Yes.
something different. I mean,
Yes, doctor. I
what I
complete my
expect from
assignment,
you.
believe me, but
Yeah.
I sent the wrong one, not
Anyway,
the right,
it's
because
okay. Yeah, it's okay for
I want
you
my
personally.
please.
Let
I
me tell you.
delete it
Yeah,
and I
let me
send the
tell you.
right.
Yeah. Let me tell you. From now on, do it in the way that you are
Yes.
not going to what. Yeah, do it in the way that when you are going to send me the assignment, it will be the final form. It will be the final form. You do the modification earlier. You see now, before sending, let this sending will be the last step. Write it, read it once again, modify it, write it, read it once again. You see, I need just to have two jobs, writer and reader, not only writer. You see, write, read, evaluate, modify, and then send. This is the idea.
Yes,
Anyway,
doctor. I don't
yeah,
tell you that
yeah.
I want to make some changes on my assignment, but I told you that I sent the wrong one, doctor.
Anyway,
I have
yes, you can modify it now. Yes, you can
files.
modify it now. Yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
scenario. We said scenario. Scenario, Hussein. Yes, please. Yes. Beida, you are speaking, Beida. Tabarak Haidar. Tabarak Haidar. Anyway, Tabarak. Tabarak, let me finish with the names that I have, and then I'm going to give you a chance. So, anyway, again, scenario, you have to know that the name who is mentioned and is not available, it means that the students will lose the chance. I'm going to give the chance to the other. ضياء فليح. ضياء فليح. Where is ضياء? Yes. Now, ضياء, let me have your own assignment now. What I need you just to be ready for. ضياء فليح Hassan Jasim.
Yes.
You can see now the essay that you wrote. Can you see it on the screen?
Yes.
Yes. Start reading, please.
One day I went to buy a new bike. I asked my father to give me money, but he refused to give me money. And he told me that you have to work to get money. So I tried to find a job. My friend told me that I have to work. And I babysitter. It looked a very interesting job because I have to look after the kids for a long time. I was so happy at night when my neighbor told me to watch his kids at a night. Yawn for delight. Look after the baby had been very hard work. Much harder than I had expected. It was very long night. At first the kids were very surprised when they saw me, so I so hard to tell it to them for a long time. Then I give them some candy and playing with their toy and two funny boys in my mouth to make them like it. After a short time, they felt hungry, so I had to make some cake and sandwich think. But I made mistake because kids shouldn't eat too much sugar. So they become very active and begin to run around the house and scream. They had been running hard playing for one house. They felt very tired and fall asleep. I had to take them to their bed. June 14, I had to read to them a short story to make them the full relax. So I read Kindle, I read to them, but they fell asleep before I finish. It was very tired because if it is job, and I realized that taking car to kids is very trying job. Finish.
Okay. ضياء, can you tell me which paragraph that you chose from the book? Which number? 1, 2, 3, 4. Tell me. ضياء.
Yes, Doctor.
We said that you have to choose one of the 10 introductory paragraphs that are found in the book. Tell me which number you chose.
The title?
It's not the title, the paragraph. Yeah.
Yes.
What did we say last lecture? We said that there are 10 introductory paragraphs that are found in the book from page 24 to 25. So which one you chose?
13.
Well, we said from 1 to 10. How can you choose 13? How can you choose 13? Did you read the assignment that I sent in the class? Yeah.
Yes.
Do not choose, depending on yourself. There are certain instructions that are to be given to you and you are going to follow. When I say from 1 to 10, you have to choose from 1 to 10, not 13. This is one. Second, can you tell me what kind of writing that you have? Where is the first paragraph? Where is the second paragraph? Where is the third paragraph? Where is the division of the essay? It is only a group of sentences that are ending from one line, and it is finished with the last line, and that's it. Is that an essay? Don't we say that we have a structure, we have introduction, we have body, we have conclusion? Did you understand this before? Just answer me for these things. Nothing?
Nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is nothing? I'm saying that this is not an essay because we don't have a division. You have to have paragraph number 1 as introduction, and then we have a body. Maybe it will be 1 paragraph or more, and then we have conclusion. So can you tell me where is introduction, where is the body, where is the conclusion? Where are they?
They don't have assurance in paragraph.
No, and this is wrong. You have to divide your essay into different paragraphs. You are not going to write by lines. You have to write by paragraphs. You have to understand this. Didn't you read the lecture that I gave last week? Didn't we say that we have a structure of the essay? Didn't we explain the structure? Didn't we have an example to show you all these things? This is wrong, Dia. What you did is wrong.
Yes.
So you have to choose depending on the instructions that are given, and you have to follow the structure of the essay. Thanks a lot, Dia. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Then we need just to see Wasal Muhammad Yasin. Wasal Muhammad Yasin.
Yes, doctor.
Excuse me,
Yes,
doctor.
Wasal. Yes, please. Who's
Yes.
talking? Yeah.
Doctor, I have a question before you ask Wasad.
Yes, yes. Tell me, Yaqeen.
Doctor, about the assignment, you
Yes.
give us 9 paragraphs, 9 short
10
paragraphs.
paragraphs. 10.
Yes, 10, sorry.
Yes.
Doctor, about, can we add it, the paragraph on the beginning and in the middle of assignment? Is that right?
No. What did we say, Yaqeen? We said that
The-
these paragraphs are introductory. What does it mean? You have to start with. You have to start with, and then you are going to develop it. It is not just to put it the position that you wish. No. You are not responsible for the story. The beginning of the story is already given, and then you are going to develop it. This is your job. You are developing what is given in the book. You are not going to create another story. And this is the mistake which is done by many students. It's not only one student. Got the point now? You did not
Yeah, doctor,
understand.
I mean the meaning.
It's not the meaning, Yaqeen. Just
Doctor, the meaning of yeah.
Yaqeen, just understand me when I say that the given paragraphs are introductory paragraphs. What does this mean? It means that you have to put it at the beginning, and then you are going to develop it depending on the idea which is introduced in the first paragraph. So you are not responsible to create another story. You have to keep the story which is given and to develop it.
No, the story is all, it's all depending on the paragraph. We write it the story, all the story depending on the paragraph.
Who is speaking
the idea
now?
is the same, but
Yes.
about the place of the paragraph, the short paragraph.
Yes. Yaqeen. What I mentioned is very clear.
Yes.
And what I need you just to consider that you have to stick to the paragraphs that I ask you just to write about and to develop it. That's it. Wasal Muhammad Yasin.
Yes,
Wasal
doctor.
Muhammad.
Yes.
Who is speaking? Who's speaking? Who is speaking? Zainab. 1 second. Zainab. Let me tell you in order not just to ask different times. First of all, the lecture is recorded depending on one link, not the different links. Your link, the recording is not found because it is found in the first link. Second and third link has nothing to do with the recording. And the recording, by the way, will be for all links. When it is to be given in the channel, it will be given totally. You see now? But what differs, the students in the other links will not be audible. Only my speech. Clear, Zainab? I wouldn't like to repeat this more and more.
Yes.
Clear or not? The recording will be found in one link, not the other links. We have 3 links. Only one link. Link number 1 is having the recording. The other links will not, but it is recording all the lecture in all links. Now, Wasal.
Yes, doctor. Speak.
Wasal. Let me. Well, just wait. I want just to finish with the Wasal. And Wasal, let me ask you frankly. What I noticed that your, let me say, your essay is the same of Ayat Hassan Thabit's. The same thing. So tell me frankly what happened. I'm going to show them both. And we are going to see, and we are going to check together. This is your essay, and later I'm going to show the essay of Ayat Hassan Thabit. It is the same. So tell me frankly what happened. Ayat Hassan Thabit.
Speak, doctor.
Yes,
I shall never forget.
Did you listen to me first? What did I say? What did I say? What did I say? Wasal.
Yes, doctor.
What did I say? I said your essay is the same of the essay of Ayat Hassan Thabit.
I don't know.
You don't what? We are going to read. I'm going to read it for you, and we are going to check. You see now.
Read.
No. I'm going to read to show that they are the same. You see now. This is for you. This is your essay. Wasal Muhammad Yasin, right? I'm going to read it. You see, I shall never forget the first time I tried to ride the bicycle. It was a very big one. I remember far too. You see now, and then we have what you added. First time I was a kid, and I can't really remember all that clearly. There wasn't much room to ride well. Let us see here آيات حسن ثابت.
I don't know, doctor.
Hmm?
I don't know.
What is you don't know? Well, anyway, what I need you just to know that things will be considered when there is some sort of similarity. You see now, and with this, you have to know that you are having something unique, something which is different. So any similarity in the ideas will be doubtful. So what I need you just to consider that any kind of help, maybe if you consider, will not be, applied in essay. It will be discovered. Anyway, I want you just to keep reading now. I shall never forget the first time I tried. Yes, keep reading now. What's up?
Yes.
Yes, keep reading. I shall
Again?
never. Yes, from the beginning.
I shall never forget the first time I tried to ride a bicycle. It was a very big one. I remember far too big for me, but I wanted to learn very much, and nothing could stop me. I walked it up to the top of a hill, and with the help of a friend, got on. In a short time, I was moving slowly down the hill with my hands on the brakes. First time I was a kid, and I can't really remember all that clearly. There wasn't much room to ride where I lived back then, and I was quite little. Then we moved out of the city center to the suburbs. I had just started to ride without the trying walls when disaster struck and the chain broke. My dad got around and fixed it. However, soon the chain broke again, and uh, and the bike went to the garage and wasn't repaired again. It was a different time, mind you, and with the war in my country and my dad just starting his business at that time. Things were just busy. It lay there forgotten in the garage, which soon got turned into an improvised community bomb shelter. So I never really learned how to ride a bike as a kite. A couple of years ago, with three kites and a family of my own, I resolved to learn how to ride one. So I borrowed my wife's bike, lowered the seat until I could plant my feet down, and set out to learn on a recreational
What?
recreational
What does
big
this mean? What does it mean?
uh, half hour of reading or reading at a time. It must have been a quite a spectacle to watch a grown man sweat profusely, trying to keep balance on a bike. Going up a small salon was terrible. I struggled to keep going straight and pedaling. Likely I am not the type to get embarrassed about making a spectacle of myself in public.
What
A
does
few
this mean? Wasab, I need you just to explain. I'm not the type to get embarrassed about making a spectacle of myself in public. What does this mean?
In Arabic?
No, in English.
I know in Arabic.
Are we having a course in Arabic or in English?
In English.
So how can we say it in Arabic?
Sorry.
Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
A few months of doing this once or twice per week, and I went from look at that to just gay riding a bike a bit badly. I raced the set to a proper height and started going to longer rides. It felt great to be able to do that and get on the road with confidence. Rural roads with little traffic, and then city streets. That was traveling the first time. After figuring what I liked and didn't like about her bike, and borrowing a different bike to try and get more of perspective. I figured out what I'd like to ride and ordered one tailored for my tastes. Now I take just about any excuse to go for a ride, for short and long, if time permits. Recreational
What is it?
rights.
Recreational rights. Recreational
Recreational
rights. Yeah, to go.
rights to going shopping or for a coffee on the bike.
Well, let me tell you, Wusal, is it possible that you cannot read what you wrote? Is it possible? I want you just to answer. Is it possible just to have difficulty to read what we wrote?
I now read, but I am.
Well, Wusal, first of all, we said that be simple when you write. Didn't we say this in the previous lecture, if you remember? Is it found or not? Just tell me. In the printed lecture, we have tips for writing an essay. Haven't you read it, Musa? Haven't you read it?
Yes.
Did you read the printed lecture that I gave? Last week, about writing a an essay. So you are using difficult words that you even cannot pronounce. This is one. Second, when you are using these things, you don't know the context in which you are using them. This is one. Second, you are not able to explain them. You are not able to explain them. So why to complicate matters? Why to make things difficult? Use simple language, the words that you know, the words that you see now. Yeah,
Doctor,
yeah.
my media in Arabic and change to English.
No, this is wrong.
Take from
This is totally wrong. This is totally wrong. You have to know. When you write, you have to think in English and to write in English. To think in Arabic, you don't know what happens. Usad, we
Yes,
have
doctor.
different languages. Arabic is not just like English. You have to know. Each language has its own structure. Each language has its own expression. If they are all the same, so we have to speak one language. If I ask you now, is Arabic like English? Just tell me.
Yes.
Is Arabic and English the same?
No.
So how can we think in Arabic and just to shift it in English? So you have to know that when you are going to write, think in English, write in English.
Yes, doctor.
And if you remember in chapter 1, the last exercise that we included in the exam, that is the common mistakes. You remember that or not? Just tell me in chapter 1 about sentence.
Yes.
Why do we have this exercise? Just to compare what is to be in English and what is not. Right? In a correct
Yes.
English. What does this mean? It means that we have to think in English, not in Arabic. This is the idea. I know
Yes,
that when you see now the difficulty, you know what is the difficulty? The difficulty that we are Arab students. We are Arab students. But you see
Yes.
now, when we use English, and we are English learners, you see now, when we use English, we have to follow the structure of English, not the structure in Arabic. Now, when I speak to you now, when I use English, do you think that I speak the way that I speak in Arabic? Do you think it is the same?
No.
So here, this is the point. So we want just to think in English and to write in English. This is one. Second, if you have, let me say, the whole essay that you wrote, okay, it's full of different ideas. Different idea. The idea which is found in the introductory paragraph is lost. We talk about a definite event, that is riding a bike in a definite time, and there is an accident, let me say an incident, not an accident, the way that we are going to have let me say something just to do, and there are certain things just to develop, rather than the different ideas that are distributed in different paragraphs. And the idea, let me tell you, Wissam, the idea is not just
طلابك صوت؟
لا ماكو صوت.
yes, it's okay. Now there is a shortcut with the, let me say, with the net. It's okay now. Wissal, are you with me, Wissal?
Yes, doctor.
Yes. Did you understand what I said earlier?
Yes.
So once again, I'm saying that the ideas that you include in the essay that you have is not unified. You have to keep this in your mind.
Yes.
You have to keep this in your mind, because if you are talking about these ideas totally, they are not unified. You have to consider that. Anyway, thank you, Wissal. Let us see other students. I'm going to check first. Yes. Let us see students, because they are rejoined to the link once again.
السلام عليكم دكتور.
عليكم السلام. Yes please.
دكتور
سناريا.
مساء المايك كان عندي شكل فما قدرت ارد عليك.
Anyway, are you ready now, سناريا؟
هي هسه عادي اقرا هسه الواجب.
Who's that? وائل? Well, I didn't choose you, Wa'il. I said earlier, let me finish the list that I have and then I move to the others. And for sure. Sorry?
دكتور
Yeah, Wa'il, I told you earlier that the prior for those who never participated, this is one. The priority to those who I chose. And then, believe me, there are other chances till the end of the course. And I'm going to make additional lectures on Thursday. And if you feel that you don't have time now, you have other lectures. Clear or not, just tell me. From this week, Wa'il, from this week, on Thursday, for sure we have a lecture. From this week. Till then, you know, I have to cover the whole number of the students, 190 students. And for sure, I'm going to do it. And for Thursday, it will be optional, by the way. Optional. I mean, for those who want just to participate. But since on Sunday we have obligatory, this is our lecture. On Thursday it will be from 2:30 to you see now on Thursday it will be from 2:30 to 4:30. Yes. You have the full right, but you see now which is a prior for those who never participated or for you. Just tell me. Anyway, Sanaria.
دكتور
Sanaria. Yes, please.
دكتور بلا زحمة بس عندنا امتحان
Yes.
والله بعد 10 دقائق عندنا امتحان يبدي.
Muhammad Baqir, our
Ah.
lecture from 11:30 to 1. I'm not responsible for the exam. My lecture is from 11:30 to 1:30. You have to know. To 1:30, 2 hours. If you are having an exam, it's up to you. Who's telling you to make the exam in the time of my lecture? I'm not responsible for that. And if you are not able, to be in the class, this is up to you. But if I mention your name and you are not available, I'm going to give you 0. And it's up to you.
Doctor, we mean that we want from you 10 minutes before our exam, if you don't mind.
Yes, but still, it's too early. It's too early.
Yeah.
Now it is 12:40. I'm going to leave you 1:20.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, it's okay. Scenario.
نعم دكتور اقرا.
Yes. No, let me have your own essay on the screen. سناري حسين علي عطية.
نعم دكتور. The lost old man.
No, just wait. The lost of the man. Yes, go ahead.
The lost old man, the revelation of the man was great sense of his being and his freedom to morbid attention when he was from the train and enter of a restaurant and when he sat in his table alone, and when he was a young man to now the order of the food, the silent of the silence and the vestige of the monkeys were made by the country of the city. The old man was the strong detail to the do not require the food, and the great man and his ace are nothing. I think the man is a restaurant. Think as a guilt, however, the idea of the look of the restaurant and is not a woman who is not as
Who's
sound.
speaking? Abdullah?
نعم.
Abdullah. It's okay with your link. It's okay with your link. We have 3 links, as I said. Each link will not hear the other. You have to consider that. Okay? When you listen to me, Abdullah, just listen. When you listen to me, it's okay, but you cannot listen to the other links. This is the idea. You can listen to me now, and all students can listen to me in different links, but you are not able to listen to the other links. This is the idea. I said this different times. No. Here, still you have 40 minutes. 40 minutes. We don't have Abdullah. This is your mistake when you are going to have the examination in the time of my lecture. My lecture from 11:30 to 1:30. When you are having an exam for this, I'm not going to allow for this, or never. I'm going to end the lecture at 1 to 20. And if you are not available, I'm going to write your name as absent from 11:30 to 1:30. And I'm going to give you 10 minutes before the exam. That is 1:20. That's it. Go ahead, Scenario. Scenario.
نعم.
Yes, go ahead.
How about the idea of the look of the restaurant and not a woman who is not at the side that he woman restaurant though in Hebrew, but I think of the idea of the restaurant sad. This is the base of the sad. I think of the idea of the restaurant and why you are looking for the art of the restaurant sad that the woman doubt is like said the women doubt is like women became God because of the women view of the restaurant said I think of the idea of the best to go the God of the why as well as the women thou as the women thou as the women look because of the mother's view said this is a view of the restaurant said this is the beginning of the restaurant said I think of the restaurant said I think of the idea of the restaurant and why you like the women view of the restaurant and in is not like is a woman is a Victoria and I am a bride. The idea of the look for the woman reverend I am looking for the art of the answer Henry Jacob of his family of was
Yes.
in our town. She is stuck long ago to London, London and teach his son in his university. In his university, it was smartly fantastic, and it is some time a man who's are prevent in his small school was but like in but what could be complete in his university the best of the father and his father and word shop his father and word shop his father and his father and one in word but his son was a mandate of the errand but man did he did hear speak. I suppose he was in his car. Sat, sat his neck and his bottom of the one and his in left when he wanted to marry. The night brotherhood of Jacob Jacqueline and married and born him and his together Rose and Edward who come to his and his together and his most beautiful flowers and the bottom of the low mark and was their picked of the father of the laws and the of the most beautiful and his or her father and the most of his lovers answer her where are his children? She answered, I do not know them. Now I am look of them. A man come to the boiler station and said, where is the old man I went to take with him? The security man told him, who are you? Do you extend the honor of his relative? He is called Alzheimer, who lost his mind, and then I know why he was behaving like this. So his son invited me to the dinner table. Thank you.
Okay, Sanan,
نعم.
can you tell me which topic that you chose in the book, the number of the topic?
عفوا دكتور شنو؟ يدلي.
What is the number of the topic that you chose from the book? Is it number 1, 2, 3? Is that 3?
اي يمكن ما متأكدة.
No, you have to be sure. You have to be sure of that. By the way, this is number 3. But what did you do? First of all, you are not writing the first introductory paragraph that is found in the book. You have to write it and then you are going to develop it. This is one. Second, you don't have a division of the essay. It is written as one block. You know one block? That is only lines, and this is wrong. This is wrong. You have to divide it into different paragraphs. This is wrong way of writing. Did you understand me or not, Sanaria?
نعم.
This is wrong. What you wrote as one block, this is not the way that you divide your essay. Where is the introductory paragraph? Where is the body? Where is the conclusion? Nothing. This is wrong way. If you write it in the exam, I'm going to give you 0. This is not the way that you are going to write an essay. There is a division, and the division is found in the printed lecture that I gave last week. You have to reread. You have to reread the lecture and to follow. Clear or not? Just tell me. And even the idea is lost. You wrote so many things. I don't know whether this is an essay or what. No, this is not an essay. This is not an essay because we don't have a division. Clear or not? Just tell me. Scenario.
نعم دكتور النط كلش ضعيفة ما قاعد أقدر كل ساعة.
Anyway, I told you the points, and later if you are not listening now, the recorded lecture will be given to you. I want you just to listen once again to the lecture and to discover your mistakes. Thanks a lot, Sanari. Thanks a lot. Now, we move to Abbas Fadil. Abbas Fadil. What is Abbas? Abbas Fadil, is he available? Abbas Fadil. Okay. Marwan Kareem Naif. Marwan Kareem Naif. فاطمة حسين لطيف. فاطمة حسين لطيف. فاطمة حسين لطيف. You see, the one who is mentioned and there is no response, for sure he will take or she will take 0. رويدة عماد. رويدة عماد. رويدة عماد. دعاء عوف. دعاء عوف. حيدر عدنان تكليف. حيدر عدنان تكليف. رقية عبد الله حسن. رقية عبد الله حسن. سارة عبد الحسين. سارة عبد الحسين. حسين خالد. حسين خالد. طيبة حسام.
نعم دكتور.
Okay. طيبة, I ask you.
دكتور.
Yes,
دكتور.
please. Yes.
عادي أشارك على المرة الجاية لأنه عندي تسمم والله ما أقدر أحكي.
Who's that?
تعبان وصوتي
Who's that?
عباس فاضل.
Abbas.
دكتور.
Abbas. It's not just to say that becoming lecture. You have to be ready all the time in all lectures. This is one. Second, you have, let me say, large number. When I say 190, if I'm going to repeat the same name in different lectures, I'm going to let me say very limited number of the students. So we don't have time. Only we have one month to finish with this course. If you say that you are not ready, I don't know whether we have other chances in other lectures for you. You have to know that.
دكتور ما أقدر والله.
Anyway, so don't tell me later. Don't tell me later that you didn't give me a chance. I gave you this chance. I don't know whether we have a time just to do it next time or no, because I'm going to ask other students. Anyway, طيبة حسام. طيبة حسام.
نعم دكتور.
طيبة حسام. Yes, ready, طيبة?
Yes.
Yes. Let me check your assignments. Okay, start reading. طيبة.
Yes.
Start
The
reading.
man of me in the train was pretending to read a newspaper. Every time I looked up, I found that he was looking at me over the top of the paper. I pretend but the mind's strong expression made me feel nervous in the end. I could not bear it any longer, so I got up and went into the It is Sunday. That means I have to work all the day. It is always a hard day for me. I must get up early to prepare breakfast and get my children to school. Then I go to the metro station to get the train to my work. As a bank, I have a lot of work to do every day. When I get to the bank, I start my daily work without stopping any till the end of work. I looked exhausted on this day. As usual, I went to the station to return home to rest when the way. While I was sitting in my seat, a middle-aged man was sitting in front of me. Everything was evident on me, and I was feeling a strong desire to sleep. Everything seemed normal at first glance, but when I looked around, I found that the person sitting in front of me was speaking at me every time. I thought maybe it was a coincidence that no decent man like him called Bick. But every time I look at him, I found that he looks at me. I felt very annoyed and started to get angry about his strange behavior. I decided to change my seat, but I could not find another place as the train was overcrowded. The man was looking at me suspiciously. I was thinking to talk to him and scold him so that he would turn a blind eye, but I was very tired and I didn't want to make trouble, so I went to stand in his hallway to avoid him. It was a really stressful day, and what made it even more tiring was the man on the train.
Okay. طيبة. Of
Yes.
course, let me say the topic number 2, right?
Right.
The man opposite me in the train.
Yes.
Yes. Now, with this, let me tell you that you have to begin with this paragraph. You are starting over with things that are, let me say, out of your design, out of your arrangement, and this is wrong. You have to consider that, and I'm going to repeat that the first paragraph, which is found in the book, is necessary to begin with. Get the point now? So here, what you are doing, you are developing the first paragraph. But what did you do now here? You are having another beginning, and you are not developing the paragraph which is written in the book. You have to start with this, and then you are going to develop it, not to back. You see now you have some sort of jumping. You have
لا دكتور، أنا حاطة المقدمة بالبداية يعني للموضوع، بداية الموضوع حاطتها وبعدين بعدين.
No, this is wrong. Who told you so? No. طيبة, you have to develop, not to have another beginning and another introduction. First of all, you have the introductory paragraph which is given in the book. Your job is to develop it, not to have another introduction. We don't have 2 introductions. Here or not, just tell me. طيبة.
Yes.
So you have to know that you have to start with the introductory paragraph, and then you are going to develop it. But you are giving so many introductions before the event. What is the event? That is the irritation of the man who is sitting in front of you. And you have to develop this story. We are not responsible what is your work and what you are doing as daily routine, the time that you are doing your breakfast. This is not related. This is irrelevant. We don't like to have these details. Got the point now? And we are not going to have these things. You have to develop the event. You have to know that this is a narrative essay. You are telling a story. what happened to you when you are with this man, and that's it. No more, no less. Got the point now? You have to develop this. And you are going to, you see now, but what did you do? Here, you only mentioned this, you in the paragraph before the last. I felt annoyed and started to get angry about this strange behavior.
Yes.
And they decided not just to develop this, okay? It's not only looking. Maybe you talked, and maybe he talked, maybe he did something. You see now, you have to develop the idea in this way. But you mentioned the some sort of details in out of the story. It will be wrong.
Yes.
Here now?
Yes, yes.
Here or not? Just tell me.
Here.
Thanks a lot, Leila. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Anyway, we move to Amir Assam. Amir Assam. Amir Assam. Hussein Khalid. Sarah Abdul Hussein. محمد باقر حيدر. محمد باقر حيدر. محمد باقر حيدر.
نعم دكتور.
Yes. Okay. Are you ready, Muhammad? Let's have
Yes.
your own essay. Muhammad Baqir.
Yes.
Yes. Muhammad Baqir Haidar. Muhammad Baqir Haidar Karim.
Yes, دكتور.
Yes. Start reading, please. Yes. At a restaurant.
Restaurant did not seem
Yes,
very
please.
inviting. The windows looked as if they had not been cleaned for months. In of them there was a notice saying, "Cook wanted the word has been printed on the dirty piece of paper at a little man in a coat. The word had been clustered bright, big for him. Stood look at it for several minutes. At last, he seemed to make up his mind and opened the door. There were no means for which we can choose for a favorite food to eat or order, so we called the writer to ask him about what kinds of food are excited after for a 5 minutes. The waiter came with the notebook in his hand and asked us what food we would like to eat. I asked for some dark meat with a first salad. My friend ordered a fried chicken with some mineral drinks. The waiter said our order will be ready in 10 or 15 minutes. My friend began talking to each other about our work in the firm and the difficulties to kill the time. We moved to talk about modern teaching and the fast world that we live in. 20 minutes passed quickly, but our order did not finish yet. We called the same waiter to ask him about an order for daily. The order, at last, the order came and another waiter put it on our tail. We ate hungry as if we did not eat for days. The food was very delicious for us. At last, the waiter come with me. The bull in his hand. All the food we has got is us 35 pound. It was the cheapest restaurant we have ever had. Meal and there before decides to come again with our famous with us try another meal.
Okay. Now, Muhammad, you know
Yes.
that you chose the paragraph which is related to the restaurant. That is topic number 3, right?
Right.
Okay. Now, as I said earlier, that you have to stick to the introductory paragraph that is provided in the book. What does this suggest? Okay, if you read the first paragraph, we have something related to the what?
At a
To the
restaurant?
little man. To the little, no, before that. It is not only the restaurant. We have something just to be developed. That is what? A little man. Where is it to be mentioned in your essay? This is found in introductory paragraph, which is found in the book. Where is it in the development that you made? A little man in a coat. Where is he? You didn't mention something about him. Right or wrong? Just tell me, Ahmed.
Right.
So here, what does this mean? It means that what you develop is different from the introductory paragraph. What I need you just to consider that when you are going to develop, you have to consider that what is mentioned in the first paragraph should be developed in the other paragraphs. Rather, it will not be, let me say, unified. Because you see now, you are talking about something different. You are talking about you personally with other people having something in the restaurant. So the problem is with the restaurant. Well, here, what is found in the introductory paragraph is something different, because there is something in relation to a man who is looking at a sign, okay, and the development of this event will be in the following paragraph, but these things are not mentioned. So here, if you compare, the paragraphs will be different, and the paragraphs are talking about different ideas. What did we say about an essay? It should be centralized on one idea. Clear or not? Just tell me, Muhammad.
Yes, Doctor.
Muhammad.
Yes.
So here, what I need you just to consider everything which is mentioned in the what? In the first paragraph. This is one. Second, I didn't give you titles. I gave you paragraphs. What does it mean? We have to follow what is found and to develop it, not to start it over and to write something which is different. You have to consider this for the coming assignments. Clear or not? Just tell me.
Yes.
Okay, thanks a lot, Muhammad. Thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Okay, now we see Ruqayya Abdullah, if she is available just now. Ruqayya Abdullah Hassan. Ruwaida Imad. Yes, wa alaikum salam. Yes. Sarah, okay, Sarah, you will be the last one because we are going to finalize the lecture. So I want you just to get ready. I'm going to present your own essay. Sarah Abdul Hussein Ashur. Yes. Start reading, Sarah. Start reading. Sarah. Sarah. Yes, start reading. Start reading. Yes, it is shown on the screen. I don't know whether the screen is available to you or not. I shall never forget the first time I tried to ride a bicycle.
Doctor, is there a voice?
Yeah, okay, Sarah. What does this mean? The last two words. What does this mean? What does the two words, the two final words in your essay mean? The two last words that you have. I wouldn't like you to repeat, Sarah. I need you just to give me the meaning of the last two words that you use. First off, and do you understand me or not? Just tell me, Sarah. Anyway, Sarah, let me tell you from the beginning. What you have in the let me say the essay that you wrote, you start over. Let me say this: the essay with your own way, and this is wrong. You have to complete the first paragraph. You are not going to have another beginning. You have two beginnings. You have two introduction, and this is wrong. This is one. Second, you are going to have one thing to develop. That is what? Going down the hill. You are mentioning different occasions, different events, and these are not related. You have to have one event. That is when you went down the hill, what happened later, and that's it. You are going to have different things to mention, and these are out of the topic. Anyway, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.